Hello everyone, this is Jack Wu, your host for Success Edge. You know, everybody can show up and hustle and perform whenever they feel like it. But the top 1%, they show up, they hustle when they don't feel like it. That's what makes certain people become the top 1% in their business, in their industry. Today I want to talk about how are the top 1% entrepreneurs wired? You know, and I think there's a lot of misconceptions on that particular topic. For example, I'll give you the first one is the top 1% entrepreneur, they are actually lone soldier. When you look at them on TV, when you look at them on the spotlight, they're always surrounded with a lot of people. They party, they have good lifestyle. It's always a lot of people around them, right? And so a lot of people think that, wow, to become the top 1% entrepreneur, you gotta have a lot of people around me. But to me, that's not true. The top 1% entrepreneurs, they usually, most of the time, they are alone. They are alone of making critical decisions. They are alone thinking about their future, where their company is heading. They are spending a lot of time reevaluate what have they done right, what have they done wrong in the past, how can they improve on their game. So most of the time, at the major moment and behind the door, they are usually alone by themselves. So they are lone soldier. They are not someone that you think that they're always around with tons and tons of people. And the second thing how they wire is that the top 1%, this is important, they are extremely good with their emotion. In other words, they're excellent in emotion mastery. They're emotionally very balanced, meaning when someone compliments them, you know, if you're successful, a lot of people are going to compliment you. A lot of people need that people saying how amazing you are, how great you are. They need to feed their ego sometimes, and understand. But the top 1%, they're emotionally balanced. They don't need people to say all that to them because they know who they are. They know who they want to become. They know their own capabilities, right? And as a matter of fact, they feel that the more compliments that others give it to them is actually more dangerous because they become more loose. They no longer have the audacity. They actually one day might think that they're actually better than everybody else, and they become egotistic. So the top 1% entrepreneurs never, ever need a lot of compliments. And if they have it, great. But if they don't have it, they don't care. They don't really care about a lot of compliments because, again, they know that if one day those compliments get into their brain, they will actually become very loose and actually slow their game down. And on the other hand, they don't care about what other haters say. And there are a lot of people out there that's going to attack them, attack their character, gossip about them, backstab them. They don't care because emotionally they are balanced. They understand how to control their emotion. They have a victory, boom, get back to equilibrium very quickly. They have a big loss, boom, they try to get back to equilibrium very quickly. They always understand one thing they must control is their own emotion, not to try to change other people's emotion. So that's how the top 1% entrepreneurs are wired. Number 3, they're always constantly reading new books and learning new things. I mean, Warren Buffett on an average day read 2 new books, right? Now, of course, we're not Warren Buffett, but the top 1% always reading, always learning something new because they need to stimulate their minds constantly because the day they stop reading, the day they stop thinking about the business, their mind will getting older and older, and then one day it becomes very dull. So the top 1% always reading, always learning something new. Another one is they work extremely hard, but they also work extremely smart. We have a lot of debates on this. There are a lot of people say, you gotta hustle, you gotta work so hard, you gotta put a lot of hours. Then you have other experts, other successful people say, you gotta work very smart. Hey, I don't believe in working hard. Well, how about I'm telling you today, work extremely hard, but also learn from your mistake and work smart as well. You know, the top 1% learn from their own mistakes, what to do and what not to do again. They're extremely great in making new mistakes, but they are absolutely not a big fan of making old mistakes again. Besides learning from their own mistakes, here's the key point I want to share with you, this one. They also learn from others' mistakes, how to avoid them before it even happen. And that's why they always learn from mentors. Every successful people in this world, they have mentors. They learn from their mentors what mistakes they went through so they will not have to do it again. Warren Buffett said, it is good to learn from your own mistakes, but it's even greater to learn from others' mistakes. And the top 1% do two things. Learn from their own mistakes and learn from others' mistakes. And then the last one, how top 1% entrepreneurs are wired, is that they're constantly creating, improving, and building. They wake up in the morning, they're passionate about what they do, they're excited about what they do, and even they make a lot of money, their company's blowing up, they're always thinking. You know, sometimes when you look at a person's that, wow, you're making all this money. Are you sad? No, they're not sad. They're just into their business. They're just thinking about what's the next step. This year, they hit their company goal. They hit their company profit margin. But they don't just slow down and sit there for the next 2 months and celebrate. Immediately, they put their success on the past. Immediately, they started thinking, what is next? And that's how they wired. Because what makes the top 1% entrepreneurs successful is they truly committed to build legacy, build great cause. So those are the 5 things I share with you today. How are the top 1% entrepreneurs wired? And now you have a better understand how they wired, how they think, and if you want to become the top 1%, possibly one day you will act just like them. All right? With that being said, I will see every single one of you at my next episode of Success Edge. Take care.